But there is reference that Scarlet Witch, or Wanda, has had her powers pre-Infinity Stone, right? We were led to believe that these powers came out from the stone, but as Agatha kind of implies, when the bomb fell, it's like, did it just not fall, or did you put a hex on it? Did you cause it not to blow up for 2 days? Right. And so maybe what we saw was, yes, they had powers. They were mutants of some type, and the stone activated their powers.
So you're absolutely right. But what I saw from that was when she's looking into the Mind Stone, there's a figure. It looks like the classic Scarlet Witch coming to her.
Yeah, with her helmet and everything.
So I looked at that like as like the spirit of the Scarlet Witch, giving the powers to her, which implies, at least that implies to me, it's not mutant then. It's actually this magical power that.
Well, so
especially with the intro scene too, with the witches, right?
Here's the thing though, so I think what Marvel has done is they have kind of introduced this idea of mutants with Wanda, right? Like Arjun is saying, it's very heavily implied that she's always had this power, right? When the Stark missile lands on her parents, it's because of her and some magic, whatever, that stops it, right?
Yeah.
If this is actually the case, like if there's some official statement or memo that says this, she'll also be the very first Marvel or Avenger character who is born with their powers, as opposed to some kind of freak accident, spider biting you, shrapnel getting your chest, or super soldier program, or weird Russian thingamajiggy, or whatnot. I mean, Thor. I guess you could say, like, there's Thor, but Thor he's not human, right?
That's true.
He is an alien.
Exactly. So if that's the case, like if Wanda's truly born with this magical power, same with like Agatha or whatever, right? That's mutants. That's what this whole mutants thing is that the mutants, like, if you go with like the 1990s X-Men anime show, it's their whole thing there is to be a mutant or classified as a mutant is you're born with it, right? Maybe she's born with it.
Yeah, I think you're half right, because I always thought that the mutants there's always a strong genetic component. Not saying that can't be here, but at least with what they've shown us, it seems to be a bit more like magical, fantasy kind of way of her getting her powers. Especially with that scene, again, it's not to say that couldn't be a genetic reason for it, but to me that's like, why complicate things? Just have it be magic, right?